Hi, this is Baron from Ragic. Today I'm going to talk about linking your fields with link and load. There are a few ways of doing linking with Ragic, but linking two fields in different forms usually consists of creating a linked field and the corresponding loaded fields in this type. So for example, my customer ID is the linked field here, and when I select my customer, all the corresponding customer information is automatically filled in. This is also doable in the subtable here that shows the product information. Here I'm selecting products, and the unit price will automatically be filled in from my products form. Let's take a look at how we do this in the design mode over here. From sheet linking tools, you can select link and load, and you can see that I already have my customers and products linked. Let's take a look at how my customers are linked first. As you can see, I have selected the customer ID field, which is the unique identifier for my customer personal information. So when I select any of the customer IDs, these loaded fields will be filled in my sales order form. And for my products, I only have the product name linked, but this could have also been the product code if I needed to do that. And I also added the unit price. So as you can see, there's a slight structural difference from the customer form when I did the linking from the product form. So I need to have a few of these products listed under my sales information. So they're in a subtable. When you do that, you must remember to link the fields you need side by side in a subtable. So we're going to do this from scratch to give you an idea on how to do this. For that purpose, I'm going to create a new sales order form here under order and billing. So first of all, I would probably need a sales order number. And I'm going to make this an auto-generated field. And the rest is going to be mostly linked from my customers page. So I'm clicking link and load. Currently there is no link and loaded set on the sheet, but I'm selecting our customers here. And my linked field is the customer ID, and I want the customer name and my customer's mobile phone and email, and also their full shipping address. So you can configure these according to the type of information you need. And as you can see, when I selected a field from here, I can automatically create it on my sales order sheet. But if you already created the fields on your sales order sheet, it's also possible to click on the field here and click on the field you want to link to. So you can also do that, but it's generally easier to just select the fields you need and grab them to the sales order sheet. And for my products, I would need the product code this time, and product name, product family, and the unit price in a subtable. So whenever I select a new product in one of the rows here, the information will fill on the side. Let's see how it works. As you can see, I selected a customer and the corresponding information just automatically filled in. And when I select the products, they also do that as well. So you can play around with this and see how you want to use it. For me, this is a sales order form, so I would need to add a calculation here. For example, for my products, I need the quantity, the amount, and a total over here to calculate my sales order amount. So this would be basically dependent on what you're trying to build on your sheet. And I'm going to add a formula here for the amount, saying it would equal to D8, which is the unit price, times the quantity, which is E8. And the total is the total of F8. And just now I noticed that my full shipping address doesn't really show up here, so from this field I'm going to configure the merge cells function, and we'll kind of drag this down so it would look better. So as you can see, when I do some data entry, this will automatically calculate. And this is your sales order form.